Hey everyone. We're not doing a top 10 list today, unfortunately. I know, sucks, doesn't it? Don't I suck? No, today we're going to be talking about another discussion of the movies I watch and, what is for what. To this video, we're going to be looking at something that's also Christmas related, but not even just for Christmas. It's for every holiday. Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving, even just, not even just those, like every holiday of the entire year. Well, I can't tell you I don't celebrate every holiday. I don't celebrate every holiday. I keep mixing my words up, but no, there are some holidays this year that I don't actually really celebrate. I don't hate them. I'm not against them. I just, don't really celebrate them. Like, I don't really care much for them. I just kind of let them slide. Like, ooh, holiday, yay, no school, and just whatever. But these are going to be based on the holidays that I do celebrate. And for this video, we're going to be analyzing the movies that I would watch for each holiday. And just, what type of movies I watch, like what I consider that type of holiday film. And just, what I want, when I could watch them. Like, is it monthly? Is it daily? Well, what is it? Well, let's just get started. So naturally, we're going to be going through, start all the way up to January and work our way down to December, the month we're in now. Jesus, time went fast. So January, the holiday I celebrate then is New Year's Day. I don't celebrate Martin Luther King, not because I'm racist, but there's all sorts of Black History Days, and I feel like I would just have to celebrate all of them. Anyway, for New Year's Day, it's kind of hard to pick. I mean, New Year's Day, the only thing you get from the holiday is, New Year. So what could I watch? Well, I worked my way down. There is one thing we could watch, and those will be movies that were released the past year. Like New Year's Day, since it's a new year, we could look at movies that came out the other year. Like for this New Year's, for example, I didn't watch any movies this New Year's Day, but if I were to watch a movie, it would be something that released in 2022. And there are some big movies in 2022 I still have yet to see, so I missed an opportunity. But what about for this New Year's? For this New Year's, I could definitely see if there's any film I missed this year and just check it out that time if I can. So for this year, I've seen about every movie I wanted to see. I mean, so far I don't know. There probably is one or a couple that I haven't seen, but I will definitely see what there is and work my way to it for New Year's Day. So yeah, just for that New Year's Day, any movie that was released the past year, I can watch. So there's that. Now let's move up to the next holiday I celebrate. So let's see, February, there's President's Day and Valentine's Day. I don't really celebrate those. March is St. Patrick's Day. I kind of stopped celebrating that. April, Easter. Next holiday is Easter. Easter is a holiday that's definitely a interesting holiday. For Easter, I like to see what good movies can I watch for Easter. Well, some would speculate Easter-related movies like Peter Cottontail or The Godforsaken Hop. God, I hate to watch that again. But what I decided to do instead, how about instead of watching those movies that celebrate the spirit of bunnies and spring and all that shit, let's look at something that has more representation of what Easter's about. The Bible. The Bible is what Easter is about. So it's really any movie that is based around the Bible I could watch on Easter. Films like Ten Commandments or Passion of the Christ, I know it's controversial, but still. Any movie that kind of represents something from the Bible is a good movie to watch for Easter, since that's kind of what Easter is. It's based around the crucifixion of Jesus, or I have to look back, some sort of biblical thing. It was either that or something else. I can definitely look back when Easter comes, but from what it is, movies based on the Bible are the kind of movies that you can watch on Easter, because those are Easter-related movies. Even if they don't have spring or bunnies in them, they're movies that represent the meaning of Easter, in my opinion. And I'm not against those who want to celebrate Easter with bunnies or anything, but at the same time, I don't really understand why so many kids have grown to accept Easter as a holiday where an Easter bunny gives you candy. That's kind of weird going from. I mean, I know it's in spring and it's a good little spring thing, but it just feels kind of stupid. It's like they're kind of just trying to make it sound like Christmas so kids get more excited, but they're kind of defeating the purpose at the same time, so I just don't get it. I mean, as a kid, I didn't care because candy, but now that I can just buy my own candy, I guess I just don't see much reason for it. So anyway, for Easter, movies based around the Bible. Those are the movies I would watch on Easter. Is any movie that is based around something from the old historic Bible, like I've already seen Ten Commandments and Passion of the Christ, so there's plenty more I can check out. So let's see, what's next? One holiday I like to bring up isn't even a holiday, but it is something that's on my calendars. May the 4th. I'm just gonna bring this up right now. I know May the 4th is not an actual holiday. It's just a National Star Wars Day, but there is so much dedication to it, so it might as well be a holiday. Because, like, May the 4th, there's so much to it. Like, not only is it on my calendar, well, then again, I do have a Star Wars calendar, so it makes sense, but so much goes for it. Like so much is paid for. Like the overall joke, May the 4th be with you, it's kind of a pun. I mean, the first 3 Star Wars movies released in May, well, actually, all Star Wars movies released in May, just except for the recent trilogy. And so, yeah, May the 4th, I can definitely say it's a Star Wars holiday. And, of course, being a Star Wars holiday, Star Wars movies. I know, but I know I know it's weird that I celebrate that as a holiday, but not some others. It's ridiculous, but I'm sorry. I just feel like because since it's on the calendar and since it's so much put into that one day, it makes sense. Now there are some people who say that there's also Revenge of the 5th or some of the other days of May, but in my opinion, it really can just be one. I don't really consider multiple days Star Wars, so one of those days, and May the 4th I can consider. It's a lazy pun, but having a whole day dedicated to my all-time favorite franchise of media, I'm dig it. I'm down with it, honestly. All right, so out of that, what else is there? Well, Memorial Day, same thing in June, nothing in June. July. Oh yeah, July. July, there's the 4th of July. I celebrate the 4th of July. A holiday dedicated to America. I know America has had its up and downs. It can be a very controversial country to talk about. I mean, like our country, we got all these wars, all these terrorist things going on. I mean, people want to destroy us. Well, honestly, I can see why. But at the same time, it's our country, okay? We can't just go against our own living. What are we going to do? Bomb our own country? Look, I love America. It's a place I live. It's a nice little home. I've gotten used to all the fun American things. The American cuisines, American locations. Even if the country does have a lot of things going around that can be scary, it's still our home country. We got to support it as much as we can. But anyway, 4th of July is what I consider the American holiday. And for 4th of July, it's really just any movie that is an American film. Just any American film, really. There's no real theme, nothing. I guess I could, more or less, any American movie that was released during the summer. That's really kind of what it is, yeah. Any summer American film. So, like, any movie that was made for the U.S. and was released around July or June or even August. Those are kind of what I consider 4th of July films, so any summer released United States film is a movie I would watch on the 4th of July. But again, come on, let's not get too against our own country. We can't just be bashing it like we hate it so much we want to die in there. But I don't need to say too much about it. Let's just continue. Now here's another one that isn't even a holiday, but it is something I like to do things for. My birthday. God, I am so selfish. I am the most self-absorbed, full of himself person ever when I'm saying that I want to do things to celebrate my own birthday. But I mean, it is my birthday. Like, I mean, come on. It's always fun when you wake up the next day and you're a year older. So, what do I got for my birthday? Well, nothing actually. There's really nothing for my birthday. Just any movie I want to watch. Any movie really that I see I haven't seen before, I watch. So there's really no point of saying that. There's no theme, but I do like to point out I do celebrate my birthday similarly to every other holiday. Don't we all? I know some people hate the fact that they grow older because, we grow older, we have to do more shit. Well, it's still fun, celebrate your birthday. Just get to see the people you got, Because when you look at it this way, your birthday, never know how many more birthdays you have. So you got to celebrate it with everyone. You got to let everybody know that we all love each other and we all like to be praised for each other. I feel like since some people consider their birthday stupid to celebrate, since it's just celebrating you getting older and closer to death, that's just not fair, okay? That's not really the meaning of what your birthday is. I don't want to be near people who hate their birthday because they don't like growing older. I want to celebrate. You're not making it any fun. Moving on. What's the next holiday I celebrate? Not much in August. There really isn't any holiday in August. September, no, nothing I celebrate. I guess we're moving on to Halloween, October. Now, this is where I like to do things differently. When we get to the last 3 months of the year, we get to the last 3 holidays, which in my opinion are the best kind of holidays. So what I do is, instead of dedicating a whole day for a movie in that theme, I dedicate the whole month. Yeah, if you saw my ranking of every movie I saw in October, it was all horror movies because for the last 3 holidays I celebrate of the year, I like to just have them be a whole month dedicated to the theming. So that's kind of what I do. So for October, Halloween, you know the idea. For Halloween, it's just any movie that's in the horror genre. I mean, some people would consider just any movie that's got that Halloween vibe, like Hocus Pocus or, I don't know, Trick or Treat, or the Halloween franchise, actually. So, but me personally, it's just any movie that falls under the genre of horror film. If it's a horror film, it's a movie to watch on Halloween, or of course during the month of October. That's what I do. You know, since they're the last 3 holidays for the year, it's just always good to look back at those. Anyway, now for November, we have, of course, Thanksgiving. Now, I've already talked about before why Thanksgiving deserves to be celebrated by those who do celebrate Thanksgiving, why they should. If you do celebrate Thanksgiving, why you should celebrate it more before you celebrate Christmas. Thanksgiving, like I said, since Thanksgiving, in my opinion, isn't as exciting as some of the other, but still exciting, I only really dedicate the week of Thanksgiving, to the style of films. Not really the whole month. So I like to, take time to spend the month taking a little break, and just, let's just leading it down to the week of November, the week of Thanksgiving. And like I've said millions of times, my weird opinion, my weird idea of a Thanksgiving movie is a movie that released before my taste. A movie released around the 40s, 30s, 50s, just those films. I know it's a weird type of film, but since Thanksgiving movies are rare, that's kind of what I go with. The type I go with is just the type that came out during my parents' time growing up or my grandma's time growing up. Just, because you do get to spend time with your family. So I like to watch the things that my older family members had in their childhoods, or just from their time growing up. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and talk about the biggest part, Christmas time. It's, of course, Christmas movies, but many people have been speculating, to me mostly, what counts as a Christmas movie? Of course, it's a movie that's set around Christmas, but how can you tell? Because there's always going to be a chance where you find a movie and it's just randomly set around Christmas. Like, of course, there's all those semi-Christmas movies. There's Die Hard, Gremlins, Trading Places. So how do you consider it? Well, I'm going to tell you what I do. And let me just tell you what I do. I'm going to show you, actually. On what I consider the best platform for movie reviews, IMDb, here's what I found. If you look up keywords for a movie in the catalog, you'll see that one of the keywords is Christmas. And there are actually multiple Christmas keywords. So here's what I do. For Christmas movies, I just consider any movie that has 2 or more keywords that are Christmas-based to be Christmas movies. I know it's a weird thing to focus on, but any movie that has 2 or more keywords that are Christmas, that's what I consider a Christmas movie to watch. For this case, it's Die Hard, so Die Hard's a Christmas movie. It's confirmed. Now, of course, I've noticed that leads to a bunch of weirder films to be called Christmas films, but since, like I said, sometimes it's hard to tell what is a Christmas movie, and since I've already seen every Christmas movie, and there's not much left that I can watch for the holidays, that's what I do. Any movie that, has 2 or more Christmas keywords on IMDb is a Christmas movie to watch for the month of December. So when you see me doing my review of every film I saw in December, they're all going to be movies that have 2 or more Christmas keywords. Then I consider those Christmas movies that I can rate. I know you can go ahead and bash me for thinking that, but I have a lot of things I think about that you all bash me for anyway, so what's changing? So that's about it. That's really just all I have. That's every holiday I celebrate every year, and just the movies I choose to watch to celebrate them. Did you like my opinion? No? Too bad. It's my opinion. You can't change it. So, see ya.